These Albert Einstein quotes stake you right inside the mind of a true genius. You may know Albert Einstein as the physicist who taught us the theory of relativity. Or maybe you know him as that guy who created that formula equals mc2 and maybe despised in middle school science class that proved matter can be turned into energy. Einstein wasn't always considered a genius. He actually felt quite isolated growing up, partly due to his speech challenges. While studying alone, it wasn't until 1905 that Einstein published papers that began his famous theory of relativity. His theory was confirmed after a solar eclipse in 1919, and he went on to win the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. In 1933, when Hitler rose to power and the Nazis seized control in Germany, Einstein accepted a seat at Princeton's Institute of Advanced Study and moved to the United States. Einstein, who was both Jewish and German by birth, utilized his career to speak out against racism and nationalism throughout his life. Einstein was offered the presidency position of Israel as he neared the end of his life, but he declined due to his lack of people skills. He died just a few years later in 1955, but remains one of the most known scientists to date. Ironically, after struggling with his speech and social skills, he became one of the most quoted figures of all time in all areas: imagination, life skills, science, and creativity. These Albert Einstein quotes are thought-provoking and inspirational that will stay with you for a long time.
The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudices and chooses instead to express his opinions courageously and honestly. Falling in love is not at all the most stupid thing that people do, but gravitation cannot be held responsible for it. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour and it seems like a minute. If the facts don't fit the theory, change the facts. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. Few people are capable of expressing with equanimity opinions which differ from the prejudices of their social environment. Most people are even incapable of forming such opinions. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You have to learn the rules of the game. And then you have to play better than anyone else. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The devil has put a penalty on all things we enjoy in life. Either we suffer in health, or we suffer in soul, or we get fat. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you that mine are all greater. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Nature shows us only the tail of the lion, but I do not doubt that the lion belongs to it, even though he cannot at once reveal himself because of his enormous size. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. If you really like this video, contribute. Just share this video and leave your like below. And also subscribe to the channel if you have not already been subscribed. See you next time.